Much of America's economic concerns today regard its oil production. The U.S. government spends over $200,000 a minute on foreign oil, which takes a huge toll on the growth of its economy. However, the Keystone XL pipeline project is a proposed crude oil pipeline stretching from Canada to Nebraska that would allow oil producers from both America and Canada better access to bigger refining markets in the Midwest and along the Gulf Coast. It would help encourage the production of crude oil in the U.S., providing work for many people and strengthening the economy in many ways. Congress should move forward with approving the Keystone XL pipeline to create jobs and lose America's dependency on foreign countries for their oil.
I've been monitoring this for several years, and when I was at the DOT, the original Keystone was proposed. And what a lot of people don't understand is there's already an existing Keystone pipeline, and the president has already approved the southern half of Keystone XL last fall. So we already have a Keystone that goes down to Cushing, Oklahoma now, and we're about to have the second part that goes all the way down to Houston. And, the fact is a new state-of-the-art pipeline. It's something that is needed, and I think clearly it's in the U.S. national interest, so I'm a supporter.
The Keystone XL pipeline project comes with many energy security benefits. For example, the U.S. consumes about 15 million barrels of oil every day. About 60% of it is imported from other countries. The pipeline would reduce the amount of oil that the U.S. brings in from unstable regions of the world, such as the Middle East and Venezuela, by about 40%. Although domestic oil production is growing, both the U.S. Energy Information Administration and the International Energy Agency have predicted that the U.S. will still import 3.5 to 7.5 million barrels per day into the year 2035 to meet the American requirement. The Keystone XL will be capable of transporting 830,000 barrels of crude oil per day from Canada and the continental United States to refineries on the Gulf Coast to replace much of the higher-priced oil those refineries currently import from overseas. Oil will be produced in North America by companies that will employ thousands of both Americans and Canadians. The Canadian Energy Research Institute, or the CERI, guesses that expanding production from Canada's oil sands will increase U.S. economic production by $45 billion per year until the year 2035. Also, that 1 out of every 3 jobs created by the oil sands development will be in the United States. The Keystone XL will also provide many job benefits. The construction of the 1,179-mile pipeline requires 9,000 skilled American workers and will provide jobs for welders, mechanics, electricians, pipe fitters, laborers, safety coordinators, heavy equipment operators, and other workers who rely on big construction projects for their source of income.
I'm just talking about direct jobs for construction. So on the southern leg, we estimated about 4,000. As I recall, the northern leg is something like 7,000 jobs, direct construction jobs. That's a big project. That's a very big project. And if you talk to not far from here in Tulsa, the Pipeliners Local 798 will tell you that their unemployment numbers for their members is pretty high. And a project like the Southern Leg on Gulf Coast and a project like Keystone XL, it's very important to those folks.
Construction and development of the Keystone XL and the Gulf Coast Pipeline project is expected to render $20 billion in economic impact in the U.S., including $99 million in local government revenues and $486 million in state government revenues during the construction process. They will also render an estimated $5 billion in additional property taxes while it is still operating. Along with job benefits, of course, come economic benefits. The majority of jobs will be created while the pipeline is being built. So, the pipeline construction will create a demand for local products and services, including clearing, gravel supply, construction equipment supply and maintenance, lodging, and accommodation, leading to business and contracting opportunities. Once the pipeline is operating, property taxes will go into communities all over the U.S. to support school districts, hospital districts, emergency services, and other local programs.